Seriously? Hey guys, and welcome to this Ork Tactics video with myself, 6+ Stevo. In the last one, what did we look at? We looked at the war bikers, and I am continuing that theme with this one as we look at another mounted unit, the Squighog Boyz. These guys come in at 110 points for 3, and their stat line is as follows. Movement 10 inches, toughness a very incredibly impressive 7. Toughness 7 on these gits. 4+ save, 3 wounds each, leadership 7+, and a rather nice objective control of 2. They come with... Each model is equipped with saddle git weapons, sticker, squighog jaws, and saddle gits. For every 3 models in this unit, they can be equipped with 1 bomb squig. They have the keywords mounted, Beast Snaggas, grenades, always nice to have, and Squighog Boyz. So let's take a look at what these guys are equipped with. So ranged weapons. They have these saddle git weapons, which it's a grot blaster with less range. So yeah, I mean it's an assault weapon. But yeah, it's range 9 inches, 1 attack, ballistic skill 4+, very nice, strength 3, AP nothing, damage 1. Highly unlikely you're ever going to get much out of them. But the stickers, on the other hand, are quite tasty. They are also an assault weapon, anti-monster 4+, and anti-vehicle 4+. So these are wounding on 4s. Well, critical hits on 4s, so really nice, very nice. These are fantastic tank hunting units. Although from the shooting attacks, it's a bit of a bonus with these guys. Where you really want these guys is in melee, as we'll see in a minute. But the stats of this weapon is range 12 inches. They get 1 attack, ballistic skill 5+. So you know you're going to throw 3 of them, and not many of them are going to hit. Possibly 1 if you're lucky. Strength 5, AP -1, and damage 2. So if they do hit, they're going to do all right. Especially like the strength's not that impressive, but if they're coming up against a vehicle or a monster, they're going to be a lot more impressive. And that is really where you should be aiming these guys. You don't really want to be pushing these guys up against infantry. I mean, don't get me wrong, they can hold their own, they'll do all right, but you've got other units for that. These guys should really be seeking out those big nasties and putting the hurt on them. Melee weapons, this is where it gets interesting. So we've got the Squighog jaws and saddle gits all combined into 1, and they are extra attacks. So if you put any sort of buffs or whatever on these, that a lot of the attacks won't benefit from this, because usually buffs to attacks and things will say like this will buff weapons that aren't extra attacks. And these are 3 attacks, weapon skill 4+, strength 6, AP -1, and a damage of 2. So that is rather nice. And then we've got the sticker, which has the keywords anti-monster 4+, anti-vehicle 4+, and lance. So again, you've got that critical wounds on 4+ on both vehicles and monsters. And the lance keyword's really nice as well, because on the turn they charge, you're adding 1 to the wound roll. So yeah, they're getting even better, and they're already pretty good. Yeah, very nice indeed. These guys hit like a freight train. So 3 attacks, weapon skill 3+, strength 5, AP -1, and 2 damage. So yeah, really good. Quite a lot of attacks when they charge in total 6 attacks each. It's quite a lot of dice you're rolling. And these are good quality attacks. They've got a nice bit of AP, 2 damage a pop. You've got that lance keyword, the anti-vehicle, anti-monster. So as long as you're throwing these guys against the right sort of target, they're going to do you good. They're going to do you very good. Abilities wise, they've got Feel No Pain of 5+, which adds to their survivability. On top of that already impressive toughness 7, 4+ save, 3 wounds. So they're quite hard to bring down. They've also got the ability Wild Ride. You can ignore any or all modifiers to this unit's move characteristic and to advance and charge rolls made for this unit. It's going to be really handy, situational. It's one of these abilities that I've used these guys quite a lot. I always forget they've got this. I don't think it's ever come up in game yet, but against certain factions that have got some sort of special rule and things that might have sort of something that slows you down. Really handy ability to be able to ignore that. When these guys see a target, nothing is stopping them get that target. I absolutely love that. Then they've got war gear abilities. They've got Bomb Squig. Once per battle, for each Bomb Squig this unit has, after this unit ends a normal move, you can select one enemy unit within 12 inches of it and roll 1d6. On a 2+, that enemy unit suffers d3 mortal wounds. So yeah, if you've got 3 of these, you can have 1 Bomb Squig. If you've got 6 of them, you can have 2. Why wouldn't you? They're free. Take them. You're going to get within 12 inches unless you get shot off the board first. But yeah, Bomb Squigs, lovely. Lovely little way to throw in some mortal wounds. So yeah, Squighog Boyz, what do I think? I think they're bloody awesome. They've had a bit of a buff this edition, in my opinion. That toughness, I know a lot of things went up in toughness, but these guys, I was quite surprised to see these guys up at toughness 7. That is very, very impressive. They've got a really good movement range. The fact that they can ignore negative modifiers, they've got that feel no pain, so they're quite hardy, although they are in a small unit. So I've found the best way to use these guys, for me personally, I either hold them in reserve and bring them on turn 2 or turn 3, and then they get to hit exactly what target they want. There's very little that can stop them other than a bit of Overwatch. Or if I do set them up at the beginning of the game, I kind of take my time with them. I hug terrain, especially if I'm against an opponent that knows what they're capable of. The first time you use these against your opponent, he's going to have a hideous surprise as he sees a very expensive tank brought down by a small unit of these. And he's not going to make that mistake again. When he sees them, he's going to want to kill them, trust me. So yeah, I tend to hug cover with them. Don't just dive out and get in. I tend to hug cover and hold them back and sort of wait for the right time to strike. Because if you time the attack perfectly with these guys, and you haven't lost any of them, they're going to put the hurt on any vehicle. These are probably, in my opinion, the best tank hunting unit we've got. Let me know in the comments if you disagree with that statement, and if there, let me know why. Tell me what unit you think is the best tank hunting unit in our army. But certainly, I think these they cost the same amount as tank busters currently as well. So you can get 3 of these with a bomb squig, or you can have 5 tank busters with 2 bomb squigs for the same price. I would argue that these are far, far better. They're much more hardy, much more survivable, much faster. They've got some really nice special rules, and they can be buffed a bit as well. Let's take a look. So they can be buffed by this fella, the Knob on Smasher Squig. I would go into this right now, but I won't. And the reason for that is because he is going to be the next data card I look at. So stay tuned for that one, guys. As we move into the characters, because we've done virtually every other unit in the codex now. If you've missed any, check the link below or check the links at the end. There's a playlist on my channel with all of these, so you can go back through and watch the whole lot of them and see my thoughts on all these data cards. But yeah, now we're moving into characters, and that's going to be really fun. I've got a lot to say about some of these guys, especially this guy, because he is one of my favourites, but we'll get into that next time. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, maybe have a little glance over at that join button. But until then, guys, I will see you on the next one. This is 6+ Stevo, signing out.